If something is free, you are the product. How can you be okay with yourself sitting in front of a fucking screen and beating your dick to two random ass people on the internet? If you want a happier life, you want a better life, you know exactly what you need to do. No more fucking porn. Stop wasting your sexual energy to the wrong things. Stop chasing women. Stop chasing people. Focus on your purpose. Focus on what you love doing. And watch your life become a manifestation of your dreams. I promise you, as soon as you direct that energy that you've been wasting on stupid shit towards your goals and dreams and your purpose, your life will change forever. It's up to you to decide if you want more for yourself. You can even keep being a fucking bum, keep beating your dick to a fucking screen, or whether you're a guy or a girl, or you say, I want more for myself, I want to be a winner, it's time to be a winner, and that's it from this day on. You decide.
Because this sum of energy that you have in you, it's capable of creating life. And releasing it on nothing, even sexual desires, is taking away from something that can help you grow and develop. It's basically the source of motivation for a human being. And looking at it from an evolutionary perspective, us as humans, when you study primates and when you study evolution in apes, we have something called sexual dimorphism. This is basically how the dynamic between genders works. A male competes with other males for a female, for sex basically, and females compete for resources. So if you waste all your sexual energy on nothing, you're never gonna prosper and become the ultimate version of yourself, whether physically, mentally, spiritually, and that's why some people get lost. They become slaves to an addiction, they become slaves to a desire, and they prove to themselves that they're not capable of controlling themselves, which is weakness.
Yeah, like these things, one reason they're extremely bad is because they condition your mind to temporary dopamine and short-term gratification. And all the meaningful, beautiful things in life require something called delayed gratification. So, when you get that body of yours and you're going to the gym and you're grinding for a year, you're not going to get that body after a day or a week. It takes a year.
And if you think you're high value, you wouldn't give sex to anyone. You wouldn't give it to someone who doesn't deserve it. You wouldn't give it to someone who isn't your soulmate. You wouldn't give it to the streets, basically. Because that way you're devaluing yourself. Because if you think of yourself as someone worthy, you would not let it
give yourself to
anyone or everyone. You would conserve it and make it so special. That's why products that cost more, there's less of them. That's basic economy.
Let me ask you something. How can you be okay with yourself sitting in front of a screen, beating your dick, whatever you're doing, to two random ass people having sex on a screen? Beating to a screen. Be real with yourself.
It's normalized by people nowadays.
It's disgusting. You gotta be disgusted with yourself, bro. You gotta wake up, baby. Let's go. It's time to wake up. That's it. From this day on, you're done. I'm being serious.
When you think of an alpha male, an image of an alpha male, do you think of someone sitting in the dark?
When you think of someone who's high value, high power, successful, wealthy, and they're sitting behind the screen beating their fucking meat to people having sex? It's disgusting.
It literally decreases your confidence. It makes you feel like you're not enough. And when it comes to people saying, how do I talk to girls? How do I get confidence? When you watch porn, you're literally triggering your brain to think of a female as an object that pleases you.
Exactly.
So you put them on a pedestal. You think females are something you need to go for so that you can find satisfaction, so that you can be happy. And that way, when you sit next to a girl, you're so anxious because you think of her as something that's gonna make you feel good or save you.
And that's the thing. And when you're with someone, when you're constantly watching these things, you're gonna be thinking of? You're gonna be thinking of sex. You're going to be thinking of them sexually. You'll never be able to connect with them, and you'll never be able to find someone genuinely.
And you know how dogs smell fear?
Yeah.
Humans, instinctively, we can sense when someone wants one thing.
Yeah.
So a female, when she can sense
they can see what you're doing.
Bro,
they see your intentions.
Even if she doesn't know actively, inside, she can feel that you're not confident. You sit there wanting to please her. You're the actor. You're the one who's doing all the circus events so that she would say, you know what, he's nice. But why don't you sit there present, equal, and feel like she needs to also engage, also think about her point of views, her perspectives, and that's all male.
If you're happy with your life and you're at peace, you're not gonna be resorting to these things. You're just not. You know what I mean? When I'm helping people and I'm doing what I love, you know what I mean? I'm being a good person and I'm really being fulfilled, genuinely fulfilled, I'm not doing these things. You know what I mean? I've never masturbated to this because I know how disgusting it is. I know how degrading it is for in general. It's so degrading, bro.
Right, and the problem is people who are stuck in this loophole do not see the impact it has on them. They could be a version of themselves that they're so proud of, but they're incapable of tapping into that because they're releasing every single ounce of energy into that, and that's why after You feel like you're depleted, you want to sleep, you're tired. Because in life,
hey, listen, don't watch porn, don't waste your time, don't chase people for a week or two, for a month, and dedicate it instead to something that's bettering yourself, like the gym, you know what I mean, starting a new business, something. And just see how much your life changes, how good you feel, how powerful you feel. When you stop doing those things and you're in the gym, you're gonna feel so powerful. Just try it. Listen. Try it for a week, try it for a month, come back to this video and let us know what happens. And if it doesn't change you, then you're right. But if it does, we're right.
When it comes to such desires, you don't fight them. You don't sit there trying to stop yourself. You literally run the other way. When you get these desires and you want to open up a tab or you want to open up an Instagram page, just literally turn your phone off, leave it, go sit with your family, go to the gym, call a friend up. Run away from these desires. Do not fight them. Don't sit there saying you don't want to do it. No, actually physically leave the setting, go find something better to do. And this sum of energy you're gonna feel like you have so much energy that you want to release it, but trust me, go release it into something right, something productive, like working out, building a business, learning something, reading, running, whatever it is. Just do not sit there and let it control you. This energy, I know it's uncomfortable, I know it's weird, but go release it onto something that releases your dopamine, and that way testosterone. And
let me read something like a study. Studies show that consistent viewing of porn damages dopamine receptors and decreases gray matter in the brain, which leads to low testosterone, anxiety, depression, lack of self-confidence, depletion of minerals, and porn disconnects the viewer from reality, degrading the relationship between men and women. So let me tell you, I promise you stop for a week, just see your life change. Just see your life change.
I promise, and I've seen it firsthand. I used to do it normally. I used to think it was something normal, but then you realize that all this energy you've been releasing on nothing could really be used for better things, even physically. Your acne gets better, the amount of time you have so much more time, the way you confidently look at people, your eye contact, you start having confidence, you can look at people and speak loudly. But when you do shameful acts, you do them in the dark, you do them away from society, that's going to impact how people view you. That's why, of course, there are cases, but most people that put their shoulders down, they look at the floor, they speak low, it's because they're doing something wrong in life. They're doing something shameful.
I created the life I wanted on semen retention. Like I've never like manually like masturbated, ejaculated, like ever. Like especially watching porn, you know? Like the only thing was wet dreams, and that does not count. So I created the life I want on semen retention. He's created a lot of his life also on semen retention that he wants. So the thing is, like, you really got to be dedicated to this shit.
I used to think it was impossible. If you were to tell me this a year or two ago, I would have been like, hell no, no way, this is physically impossible to not do.
You want to speak on like how your personal experience with it? Like,
yeah, so personally for me, it was, I started hanging out with friends who kind of knew the negatives of it. They still did it, but they understood that it inherently made you less energetic, it inherently made you less motivated, it inherently made you more tired and lazy. So they tried to stop, and I was like, I want to prove that I can control myself, and if I failed, I would have felt bad about myself, like, wow, I can't even do something I want to do. So then I had to start doing it, and I promise you, it's been over half a year since I've done it myself. Like 6 months, and it's normal, and it works.
And the thing is, it's who you surround yourself with. He started hanging around, he started cutting off all the bums out of his life, and guess what happened? He wasn't a fucking bum anymore. When you start hanging around winners, then you're a fucking winner. You are who you surround yourself with. And if you're around 5 bums, you're the 6th. I promise you. You gotta see who's around you. And if they don't make you better, if they don't make you a better person, if they don't inspire you, if you don't like who you are around them, you need to get them the fuck out of your life. They need to be gone. Okay? You gotta ask yourself, you can love them and stay, or love yourself and leave.
Because when you wake up ready to eat 6 meals a day, ready to do all your homework, ready to hang out with friends to do something productive like this podcast or building a business, when you wake up ready to sit with your family, when you wake up ready to help your brother with homework, when you wake up ready to talk to your mom, when you wake up ready to fulfill your dreams, when you wake up motivated and ready to conquer the day, that's gonna change your life completely. Because day after day, your whole image, physically and mentally, you're gonna form into this thing you love. But if you don't do that today, day after day, all those minuscule changes are gonna shape an entirely different version of you. If you choose different decisions today, in 5 years, you're gonna look completely different. You're gonna act completely different, and your mindset's gonna be
everything
different.
you do today is gonna be where your life is in a year from now. And everything you did everything you did a year ago is why your life is the way it is right now. So it's all about, hey, you get to choose. It's your decision.
And then
you wanna keep being a fucking bum, or you can be a winner. It's your decision. You wanna keep beating to a fucking screen, or get the fuck up and change your life.
Horrible.
Hey, it's your decision. Listen, hey, you can ask yourself, if you're okay with that and you're happy and you're at peace and you're doing well in life, you're successful, hey, keep doing it, bro.
Yeah,
Like people are out
that's
here
horrible.
thinking it's sweet. Oh, how many bodies you have? Like how many people you had sex with? Like people like literally brag about that, and you don't realize like those people are bums. Like if you're bragging out here how many people you've had sex with, like you literally are worthless. Like I'm being serious. Like that's just the saddest thing ever. Like you really have nothing in your
value
life.
Is that.
And that's what you're flexing, bro. And the thing is, if you have that many people that you've had sex with, that just shows how low value you are. Because if you're going and doing things with that many girls, that means you've attracted a lot of low value females. And that
And
you know,
you don't have the
you
time
are what
to do
you
the right
attract.
things.
You are what you attract.
Yeah.
And if you're attracting low value female individuals, you are a low value male.
Because these are the only girls that'll let
And
you
this
do
goes
that.
this goes both ways.
Right?
By the way, there's a lot of women watching too. This goes both ways,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like for women too. I'm not trying to like, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, you're
Making
right.
sure include both genders. So
Because if you have the time of your day to keep doing that, you're not actually doing real things. You're not actually succeeding. You're not actually achieving things, experiencing things. If you have all this time to go on dates and have sex, and also these girls that you have sex with, I guarantee you they're not high value because they're letting you fuck them. How high value could they be if they let you fuck them without dating, without promises, without any sort of?
they probably have no self-worth, no self-love, and you're attracting that. And then guess what? That means you have no self-love and no self-worth.
And
if
if you
you're
believe
attracting females that are willing to have sexual intercourse with you in the first week or just knowing you in the first days, that's just sad.
If you believe in spirituality, if she or he fucked other people and then you end up fucking them, you're attracting all that trauma the other people had. You're attracting all that mindset they had. Because they exchange DNA, and technically you start having parts of that.
Exactly.
So if you're going on the right path and you get some of that,
and you
that's
go
when
with
you
a
start going
damaged
downhill.
person, you're with a damaged person, you're definitely getting some of that energy. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
sure.
we don't need to get into too much spirituality. We're gonna have that in another episode, but for sure, like you're gonna get a lot of that energy, that dark energy, that bad energy.
I want to
from them.
say, like, people, like, I always love to study, like, Alexander the Great, Isaac Newton, Genghis Khan, whatever it is, whether positive or negative, but I think these people were human, and they believed that they deserved to conquer civilizations, come up with theories, come up with, and I feel like if they could do it, we could do it. We just have to be disciplined and refrain from doing things like desires or having sex for no reason or watching porn.
And by the way, some like benefits to like getting on this is like your skin's gonna be more clear, your acne's gonna start going away, your teeth are gonna get whiter, you're gonna be more confident, you're gonna have more motivation to go to the gym in life, everything. And everything that you want is gonna start manifesting into your life. When you start removing the things that are ruining your life, the things that are gonna come and improve your life are gonna start showing their way into your life.
Because if you can say no to sex, and it's something extremely difficult, you can
Self-discipline.
literally say no to sitting at home and not working out. You can say no to wanting to sit on your phone. If you can say no to this thing, you're gonna take control of every single thing around you in your life.